That incredible digital product idea that's been living in your head, the one that keeps you awake at night and makes you wonder, how do I actually build this? Well, worry no more. This video cuts through the confusion and gives you the exact steps to turn your concept into a launched product. What's up, everyone? Ace here with MailerLite. Today, we're rolling up our sleeves and diving into the how-to of digital product creation. Whether you're an artist, a content creator, or a coach, let's transform your passion and skills into something super valuable for your audience. Something that rakes in that moolah while you sleep. But first up, if you're struggling to find the right idea, check out part 1 of this video series where I actually give you tons of ideas for digital products. I'll put a card up here so you can check it out. And of course, as always, put a link down in the description below. How to create digital products. Before you build, ensure your digital product is irresistible to your target audience. This means a little fun detective work. Step 1, create around what you already know. What topics truly excite you? The things you could talk about, for hours. These are your gold mines. Don't just think broadly either. Identify specific pain points. Say, if you're creating for gardeners, it could be something like how to keep slugs away without harsh chemicals. Or for entrepreneurs, how to build an email list from scratch. Or for fitness enthusiasts, 20-minute full body workout for busy moms. For aspiring content writers, it could be something like the ultimate pitch template for landing your first client. All in all, research your target audience. Your audience is your potential raving fans, and they're often already telling you what they need. You just gotta listen. You can explore things like the communities on Reddit or Facebook groups and dive into what questions are frequently asked, what frustrations are coming about, and where you can fill the gap between what your audience wants and what's already actually out there. Survey says, if you have an email list, send a quick survey. Ask directly what content they desire or challenges that they face. You can even run an Instagram poll, and that will help offer tons of important insights as well. Google Trends and Keyword Planner. These free tools show active search terms. If journaling for anxiety is trending, a printable wellness journal could actually be a massive hit. Analyze your competition. You want to innovate, you don't want to just copy. Your competitors offer fantastic market research. They show you what works and, crucially, what can be improved on. What are they selling? You want to note their formats, lengths, and of course, their pricing. And what are their reviews saying? Positive reviews highlight the loved features, and negative reviews, well, they pinpoint the gaps that you can fill. And how can you add more value? Can you offer a unique perspective, maybe a more concise guide, or just even a better design? Step 2, crafting your digital product blueprint. Now, the ideas are flowing, your audience is understood, you got that competition scoped. Now for the actual creation. This is where your digital product goes from a concept to an actual tangible asset. You want to outline. The outline is king here. Your outline is the architectural blueprint. It keeps you on track, ensures logical flow, and covers everything important, preventing creator's block. For an ebook or guide, you can map out chapters, subsections, key takeaways, and visuals. For instance, for a beginner's guide to digital photography, you could include sections on camera settings, composition basics, and even just editing tips for editing those photos. For a mini course, you can break it into different modules, then individual lessons with objectives and activities. So for example, a social media basics for small businesses course, it might cover modules like your platform choice, Instagram versus TikTok, for example, and the content creation side of things like photography tips as well. For templates, list every element. For a presentation template, specify the number of slides, types of layouts, your title, content, image, data, etc., etc. For example, for a wedding planner, outline pages for budget tracking, vendor contacts, guest lists, etc. Remember, a well-structured product is always well received. Next up, choose your weapons. Tools of the trade, of course. You don't need a fancy studio or expensive software to start. Begin just with what you have and upgrade as you grow. For written content, I mean, you can just use something free like Google Docs, Microsoft Word for drafting, Canva for covers or layouts, and Affinity Publisher or Adobe InDesign if you want to take it a step further and do professional layouts. And for your video content, you can just film with your smartphone or a simple ring light. You can just even use the microphone that's right on the camera. And for, higher audio quality, you can of course upgrade to a different mic. And for editing, there's different softwares like CapCut, Premiere Pro, and DaVinci Resolve. Thinking about where to sell your digital products now? Well, your favorite email marketing platform, MailerLite, can now help you easily set up shop, sell digital products, and manage payments. What's more is we charge a 0% commission, so you get to keep way more of your money. Step 3, the creation grind, making it happen. This is where the magic happens. With your outline and tools ready, it's time to produce the actual content. Content production, well, it's time to get your hands dirty. Writing for an ebook or guide type, you can focus on clear, concise language. Break text with headings, bullets, and images for digestibility. Guide your reader step by step. Take the help of AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini for outlining, brainstorming, and editing if you even want to. And next, lights, camera, action, or mic check. For video or audio, set up your space. You want to ensure good lighting, minimal background noise, speak clearly and confidently, and of course, practice. Also, pro tip for courses, break content into short, digestible lessons. People actually prefer video segments under 10 minutes for online learning. Designing and building. For templates, focus on aesthetics and user-friendliness. Is it easy to customize? Is the layout clean? For a budget spreadsheet, ensure the formulas work and the cells are labeled. Test every interactive element. And quality control, polish your masterpiece. You've poured your heart into creating something awesome. Now give it just a final polish, transforming it from good to amazing. And proofread relentlessly. Typos really undermine credibility. So read it yourself, then even have a trusted friend review it. And you can also use tools like Grammarly to help you in the process as well. And test. If it's a template, use it as a customer would. For a course, go through it just as a student would. Are the instructions clear? Does everything work? Can resources be downloaded easily? Is anything breaking? The user experience here is super key, so you want to make sure that it is spot on. Gather feedback. Beta testers are your friends. You can offer a small group early access for honest feedback. They'll spot any issues and offer insights. Remember, 40% of consumers say user-generated content like reviews, testimonials, they actually heavily influence purchases. And a polished product with great feedback is going to be a massive win for you. Visual appeal matters. Even brilliant content falls flat if it looks messy. You want to pay attention to fonts, colors, imagery, and layout. You want to make it easy on the eyes and a joy to consume. Now, packaging your masterpiece. How you package your digital product is almost actually as important as the product itself. This is where you make your creation irresistible. Now, you can play the name game here. You want to give your product a clear, compelling, memorable name hinting at its benefit. For example, budgeting for beginners is better than my budget guide, right? Think of names like the Instagram engagement playbook or your first 5 clients, a freelancer's roadmap. But essentially just get creative with it and have fun. Cover design and thumbnails. This is your product's first impression. So invest time or cash to create a professional cover or thumbnail. Catches the eye on marketplaces or your website and increases your clicks. So this is not something you want to skimp out on. Next is compelling descriptions. Focus on what your product does for your customer. This template will save you hours every single week, not just this is a content calendar template. Okay, what problem does it actually solve? What transformation does it offer? Paint a picture of success for your buyer. This is going to help sell it tremendously. And the final touches, the file formats and delivery. Okay, once polished and packaged, ensure seamless delivery for your customer. For the file formats, save in easily accessible formats like PDFs for ebooks and printables or MP4s for videos, MP3s for audio, and so on and so forth. You don't want to have any weird file formats. And organization. Clearly label everything for super easy navigation. include a README first PDF with instructions. A smooth delivery will boost your satisfaction and encourage repeat business. So this is super important. All right, you've taken your brilliant idea, transformed it into a fully fledged digital product, and congrats, because that's a huge accomplishment. You went from brainstorming to outlining, creating, polishing, and now you've built something truly valuable. For an even deeper dive into everything we've actually covered today and more tips on perfecting your digital product, head over to the MailerLite blog. I'll put a link down in the description below. You'll find detailed guides and resources to help you every single step of the way, including how MailerLite can simplify your entire digital product journey. Now that you've got this amazing digital product, how do you get it in the hands, wallets of your excited customers? Well, that's what we're going to be tackling in part 3. We'll be diving into the pricing strategies, choosing the right platform, and unleashing powerful marketing techniques. So get ready to turn all this hard work into consistent outcome. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.